everyone. Welcome to week 4 of the class. Some of you may be finishing up the work from week 3, and that's fine. Try to get that submitted as soon as you can because week 4 has begun, and the train keeps rolling. So for this week, obviously the first thing you'll need to do is take the week 4 attendance quiz. Once you do that, you'll have access to all of the lessons and assignments for week 4. When you click on the week 4 module in the course content, once you've taken the quiz, the first thing you'll see under the quiz is a brief review of week 3, just a little reminder of what we covered last week. The next thing you'll see is a lesson on sentence sense. There will be a PowerPoint and a video lesson for that, and we are covering the 4th step in the writing process. So we're looking at revising our paragraphs a little bit, looking more along the lines of, now that we have unity, now that we have good support for our paragraph, and now that we have coherence, the big picture is good to go. Now we're going to be looking at just going sentence by sentence to make sure that the writing itself is up to par. So make sure you look over that PowerPoint and watch the video lesson. And then the next lesson you'll see under that is on grammar and mechanics. And I'm sure everyone is thrilled about that. But it is a necessary evil because there are a lot of common sentence level errors that occur in student writing and beyond academics, honestly. And we don't think about these rules very much anymore, and if we learned about them in school, it was probably years ago. And if you don't use it, sometimes you lose it. So this is hopefully, this lesson on grammar and mechanics is a review, reminding you of those rules and conventions that you just don't think about on a regular basis, but hopefully that knowledge is locked up there somewhere, and I'm hoping that it's more of a review. For some of you, you might be learning some of these grammar and mechanics rules for the very first time, in which case you might need to spend a little more time going through each of the sub-lessons, because there are quite a few sub-lessons under grammar and mechanics. You've got a video and a handout going over useful words for grammar and mechanics. And this is literally just a review of certain groups of words that can come in handy when trying to fix those sentence level errors. The next sub-lesson is a video and handout on sentence fragments. So go over the handout for sure. And if the handout is a little confusing, this isn't something that you're familiar with, then you definitely want to watch the video that goes along with it. Same thing for the next sub-lesson on run-on sentences and comma splices. And I would actually advise everyone watch the video for that particular sub-lesson. Run-on sentences and comma splices are the #1 error found in student writing. And it's especially comma splices. They are a special type of run-on sentence that a lot of individuals are guilty of making. But it's often one that hardly anyone has ever heard of. So that particular lesson, run-on sentences and comma splices, look over the handout and watch the video that goes along with it. The next sub-lesson is on eliminating ineffective writing. So this lesson is really more about style and just making sure your writing sounds better, as opposed to any grammar rules that are being broken. All right, so look over that handout, and again, watch the video if the handout isn't making a lot of sense to you. The next sub-lesson is on modifiers. And again, this is more of a stylistic thing, making sure that you have clear, understandable sentences and that your wording isn't confusing or ambiguous in some way. So again, look over the handout, watch the video if you feel like you need to hear my explanation along with the handout. And the last sub-lesson is on sentence combining. So once you have a good handle on all those other items that come before it, sentence combining is like the last step. you know, making sure that you understand all of those rules and all of those stylistic choices so that you can then write longer, more complex sentences, but in the correct way. All right, so again, handout, video is there if you need it. Okay? So once you go through all of that, the homework for this week, the first item you'll see listed under week 4 homework assignments is to read chapter 6 and then to read a few pages out of chapter 35. Again, that is just, you know, a review of everything that was in the module this week. You can go through it if you'd like. It's really there more as additional support for anyone who does better with reading from a chapter. The first item that you'll need to submit that's listed under week 4 homework assignments is, of course, journal 4. There'll be a video in the instructions that explains how to complete it, and it's due Sunday by 11:59. The next item is week 4 assignment 1 on fragments and run-ons. So this goes along with 2 of those sub-lessons up under grammar and mechanics. There'll be a video in the instructions. Definitely watch that video. Make sure you understand exactly what you're supposed to do in both parts of that assignment. Okay? It's due by 11:59 on Sunday. The next item is week 4 assignment 2, revising for style. So this assignment is going to have you practice with eliminating ineffective writing, modifiers, and sentence combining. So it goes along with the other sub-lessons under grammar and mechanics. There'll be a video in the instructions. Make sure you watch it. And that assignment's due Sunday by 11:59. And then, of course, the last item listed under week 4 homework assignments is the week 4 discussion. Watch the video that's located in the discussion prompt. Try to have your first post up by Thursday night. And then make sure that you respond to 2 classmates by Sunday at 11:59 before the discussion closes, right? So that's it for week 4. If you have any questions or run into any problems while you're going through the material or trying to complete the homework assignments, please let me know. Otherwise, you're free to go ahead and get started.